This is Crumlin, a densely populated suburb of Dublin, a community not unlike any other working-class area in modern Ireland. But it was here, in 1972, that the first Irish animated baby was born into an ordinary live-action family.
So what was your initial reaction when the nurse told you that it was a cartoon baby?
Oh, I couldn't believe it. I got an awful shock. Because I never heard of a cartoon baby being born anywhere ever, let alone here in Ireland. Here I was, I thought she was making it up. But she brought the baby over to me after a while. She brought him in, and sure enough, not only was he a cartoon baby, but he was very badly drawn. God help him. I know cartoons are supposed to be fun, but I wasn't laughing.
Oh, it's a bit different, all right, you know, especially with the three fingers. And the first thing that popped into my head in the hospital was, he didn't look like me. I thought maybe they gave us the wrong baby. I thought the stork was having a laugh. And I suppose for a long time I had my suspicions.
I was a born entertainer, naturally gifted in that area. He immediately lit up a room. So he had the doctors and nurses in stitches laughing.
And was there a family resemblance?
Ah, there was, yeah. On the mother's side.
Different. I wouldn't say it was that different, no, which is kind of weird. A lot of people think that's weird, but the only things that I can remember that were different was, like, because we shared the same room and the two boys in the same bedroom, he'd nod off to sleep first, and I couldn't get to sleep because it'd be a kind of a humming noise, and then you'd look over at him and there'd be Z's coming out of his mouth and kind of banging off the ceiling and stuff. So other than that, like, it was great crack to grow up with, and nothing different really, you know.
Roy has intentionally remained anonymous to the world at large. This is the first time Roy has agreed to be interviewed on film.
Are you happy with your outward appearance, or are there some things you'd like to change about yourself?
Well, I don't think anybody really likes looking at themselves in a mirror. But I mean, what is the story with this? Like, that's twice the size of that. And I wouldn't say I'm 100% happy with the shape of my head. And then, I suppose, there's my eyes, like, I'd like them to be the same size. But, I mean, you could go on and on, but I read somewhere that even Brad Pitt hates his feet.
The clean-up process. In order to explain Roy's predicament, it is necessary to understand the clean-up process. Like Roy, animated characters are drawn in rough, scratchy lines. Then these animators' drawings are passed on to a series of other artists for completion. The system varies from studio to studio, but common to most are breakdown and in between. And the final pencil process in the life of an animated character is known as the cleanup stage. Cleanup is a costly stage, where the initial rough drawing is traced over to create one clean line. It is at this point in production that confusing details are clarified and final line decisions are made so that the ink and paint process can commence.
Huh? Hey! Hey!
Rarely are animated characters allowed on screen without going through this rigorous process. Roy has never been cleaned up.
I do think clean-up's a problem for Roy, but that's not the half of it. He goes around acting all full of confidence, and that's all false. It's just a show he puts on for his friends. I worry about him. I'd like him to find out who he is and what's in his heart. Look, he's a born entertainer. That's what he does best. It goes around, everyone thinks he's real, full of confidence. But deep down he's very insecure. I'm his mother, I know Roy. And underneath, he's very vulnerable.
So, Roy, what was it like growing up as an animated character in the real world?
Well, real world, like, it depends on the individual's perception of real. Like, it really annoys me the way, like, live action humans, they kind of think they have some kind of monopoly on real.
Sorry, let me rephrase that.
No, you're grand, don't worry about it. I had a great childhood, never really had any hassle at all. I suppose, like, that would be mainly due to the fact that my mum and dad didn't treat me any different to the rest of the kids in the house. Like she'd always say, like, you're all very special, like, in your own way and all, and she wouldn't kind of differentiate between me and my brothers and sisters. But I do remember, like, I'd be looking at my brother and my sisters and I'd be kind of saying, oh, they kind of look like, you know, normal and all to me. Like, from then I'd be looking at myself in the mirror and saying, Jesus Christ, like, if they're special, I must be mad special. Yeah, school was great for me. You know, making the kids laugh, like, I really enjoyed it, like, doing the old favourites, like painting tunnels on walls and cutting through ceilings with a saw, you know. But anything, like, to make the day go faster for the kids, like, was brilliant.
Roy loved school. All the kids adored him. Used to make them all laugh, doing all the cartoon tricks, you know, all the things that happen on the telly. They had a great time in school. I haven't seen him doing any of them now since he left school. I think life knocked all the fun out of him, sort of.
So do you think Roy will do any tricks for us?
That's an idea. If you asked him, would you do a few of those cartoon tricks? Yeah, he just might do them for you. Like old times, very good at them.
Well, come here, your mother tells me that you can do all the classic cartoon tricks.
Yeah, I don't really like doing it though, you know, just a bit, oh, look at me, you know, I'm funny, but yeah, I can do them alright.
Do you think you could give us an example of one? So I think it'd really help.
Yeah, no bother. Hold on a second, watch this. Can you see me?
No.
Can you see me?
No.
You see me now?
No.
One more, I'll do one more up you.
Wait.
See, do you know who made this one famous?
So when did you first realise that Roy was attracted to you?
Well, the first time was when I was walking down the street with my friends. I saw him across the way with his friends, and his eyes just popped out of his head the first time he saw me, and it was really sweet because his heart just started thumping out of his chest. So his friends started laughing at him and kind of slagging him, so I just called him over, and I just found it really sweet, and that was pretty much how we first met. He was really romantic. He did the sweetest things, but as far as taking it to another level, we couldn't really, because he doesn't actually have those trousers are part of him, so we couldn't have that sort of a relationship. But it was fantastic, and we're still really good friends, and I do hope he gets like an animated girlfriend. That would be really sweet.
People think that we're very hard on Roy. We're only doing the best we can for him. He's doing these odd jobs just to suit us, but we don't want that. We want him to be happy. Anyway, he's not taking them jobs seriously. Everything is a joke to him.
Did you ever have a job?
Yeah, I did. Had loads of jobs. The first job I had was would have been on the milk. That went sour. Then I got a job in the circus, but I had to leave that after a couple of weeks. Boss was a clown. I was a coal man. Got the sack. Was a potter. Got fired. Was a bridge builder. Got suspended. Then I was working as a climbing instructor. Let go. Let me see, lumberjack.
I suppose you were axed.
No, got the chop. Then I was a mathematician. That didn't work out. I worked in a balloon factory there. They went bang. Then I also worked in another factory then, making bras for women.
I suppose I went busted it.
No, I don't think so. Just left it. Had me tits for it. Seriously, I had no luck with jobs. None whatsoever. And it's not for the want of trying, mind you. Like at this stage, I'd say there's more leading interviews than Pat Kenny, Jay Leno put together.
We're hanging around together like since we're kids, like, you know. Like since we're like 4 or 5, like, you know. We've been together like through thick and thin, like he is my best mate, like, you know. Like he was even the best man at my wedding, you know. The photographs were bad, like, you know. Like it's terrible having a cartoon character in your photographs, like, you know. Like the wedding album looked more like the Beano.
You'd do anything for him?
Oh, I would. He's done a lot of things for me, and I'd do anything for him. I'd do anything for him. He's my best mate, as I say, you know.
So as an employer, would you give him a job?
No.
Do you have any pastimes or hobbies?
I love chess. I love playing chess. Keeps the mind sharp.
Let's be having it. Let's make this a quick one, here,
Yeah, myself and I play chess a lot, you know. He's quite good at chess. He's quite good at a lot of games, really. The only problem I find with Roy is I wish he'd take his jobs more serious, like. There we are, like, playing chess. The next morning he has a big interview with his animating agent. And you look at the state of him. He looks bad enough, like, without staying up all night playing chess. I suppose if it wasn't chess, I'd probably be bleeding snakes and ladders, or Ludo or something.
Look at Roy. I have to go to work. That's it. I'm going on. I'm sick of it now. Gone.
You're lucky you have a job.
Come in. Roy, how are you doing, sir? Good. Good to see you. Have a seat. I haven't got too much time, Roy.
Yeah, well, I'll cut straight to it. I was just saying, had you got any work at all come my way?
No, not since we last spoke.
Yes,
doesn't look like you've done a whole pile with yourself since last we met 2 weeks ago, is it? And you haven't done a whole pile with your CV either.
Well, I have lost weight now. I don't know whether you've noticed that stuff. I haven't gone and got the whole facelift there.
No.
But, you know, is there really a need to do that, I think?
There is, if you want to make it in film, in animated films, right? There absolutely is. You know, everybody gets work done.
I was thinking like that.
Sorry.
You know, for different kind of like.
Sorry. Hello? All right. Jeez, it is that time, yeah. Just a second. Roy, I'm sorry, I've got my mother is on the phone.
Sure, I'll probably bridge up in tomorrow then.
Yeah,
I'll probably.
It's my mother's birthday, so I'll be away for a while, 2 months.
Well, sure, I'll give you a ring, sir.
Yeah,
alright,
do that.
Thanks, thanks for coming up.
Yeah, thanks for ringing. Bye.
So is there any hope for Roy?
Not much, unless he sorts himself out, you know. He's an ugly character, and today's audience want to see beautiful, aesthetically pleasing characters, you know. He's inconsistent, he lacks any colour, he squelches, he morphs, he's oversized, he's not in the least bit cute. But he can address those problems, you know.
Put the best jobs in the window. They're all poxy jobs.
Roy, you were to go down to the job centre today, did you go?
I went down.
And what happened?
There's nothing down there.
Well, you're not going to get anything looking at cartoons. You could look somewhere else.
I went down. What do you want me to do?
Well, you could go
I'm trying to watch this.
For God's here, I'll turn that off. You won't get anything watching cartoons. I always had us and not to laugh in here until last year, so he's going around, doesn't know whether he's cranky, and it's not like him at all. So I think he should save up a few bob, go off to Hollywood, get himself cleaned up properly, and he'd get loads of work. He'd be happy and we'd be happy. I'd love to see him finally settled, but he'll have to get a move on.
You know, Roy, your mother is going mad. You sitting around the house all
I'm not
day.
sitting around. I was down the job centre today.
Yeah.
You see me going now?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do it twice or 3 times a day? The jobs don't come up every hour.
No, but just, it might happen to come up.
See, they're all shite jobs down there.
So what? It's a start, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I'm sick doing shite jobs.
Oh, you're sick doing shite jobs, yeah. So you'd rather stay here and do nothing? Well, what are you doing now?
Well, what are you doing now?
I'm retired, right?
That's well for you.
I know it's well for me, yes, but I done me life's work, right? You, about time either that or get out, right? Right.
It's obviously having a big effect on the family.
It is, definitely, yeah. We're all going thinking crazy. It's all right, it's funny in school or wherever else he goes, but it's not funny looking at him all the time.
Over the following number of weeks, Roy became despondent and detached from family life. In the end, Roy became elusive, and when eventually tracked down in one of Crumlin's drinking establishments, he refused to be interviewed on camera.
Roy, could I just go forward? Roy, Roy, please. Film, Roy. Can't use that.
In interviews conducted off-camera, Roy confessed that the stress he was causing his family was becoming too great a burden for him. Roy eventually agreed to seek professional help. The joke just wasn't funny anymore.
What are you doing there?
We knocked up these posters, just lashed them out. Basically, trying to get Roy while he's in rehab recovering. You know, the chance to get himself over to Hollywood and for him to be cleaned up properly, which hopefully should present him with some real opportunities in the film industry. Pretty much the whole of the family and friends been organising collections and pub quizzes and sponsored nights, and the response from the local community has been amazing. And the shops and the pubs have been great at allowing us to advertise. Well, most of them have, anyway.
After rehab, I was a bit apprehensive about leaving the house. But then my confidence grew like over the weeks, and I started going out, you know, and taking the dog for a walk and all. Like even going into town, like that's something like that I would have never dreamt of doing. But I go into town now regularly with my brother Al, and people just feel a bit uncomfortable because people do stare at you. Some people laugh and make jokes and all, but I don't really mind that so much now. Like I can put up with that because I know that I'm gonna make a go of it this time. I'm gonna go to Hollywood, get cleaned up, and hopefully, you know, become a star.
Good. Got yourself right. See you later, lad. See you later. See ya. Right, Matt. I'll give you a ring later on, right? Enjoy yourself. Bye. Bye. See you later. See you, Roy. Bye. Bye. See you later. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, would you look at the statement it is? I look mad different though.
Do you think this clean-up job will make a big difference to your employment prospects?
Ah, definitely. You're mad. Like it's not because I'm animated that I can't find work. Like it's just because basically I'm badly drawn. You know what I mean? You don't see the likes of Bugs Bunny or Donald Duck like on the welfare. Like it just doesn't happen. Like. So, okay, that's me, lads. I'll be loving this. Leave it.
You look after yourself.
Well, sir.
All the best.
Right.
Take care. DJ.
See you, Roy.
Right, Marv.
Take care, Roy.
Roy, is this the last we'll see of you?
What?
Is this the last we'll see of you?
Now you have Sky Movies.
Hello?
Hello? Hey, Matt, it's Roy.
Ah, Roy. How are you getting on?
Grand. Come here, listen, I can't stay long, I have no credit. But I'm walking away, just to let you know I'm doing grand.
You're working already? And did you have the clean-up operation done?
Well, not yet, but I got a job straight away, so it's great, like.
Oh, that's brilliant. And is it a job in the industry?
Yeah, it's deadly, like, I'm working with all the stars, Spielberg and Cruise and Tom Hanks and all them. It's deadly.
What? Dermot, Roy's working in Hollywood with Tom Hanks.
Right. Matt, come here, I have to go, right? There's the beeps, right? It's gonna knock off. Come here, I'll talk to you soon, right?
Is your lass not playing up again?
No, it's just, I had to do a stunt scene there with Mel Gibson, you know? I'm still a bit out of breath. Listen, come here, man, I have to go, right? I love you.
I love you too, Roy. And we're all so proud of you. Bye, son.
Alright, bye, Ma. Bye.